Go after Igbo man, any Igbo man in that community. It is the right time. It is the high time. Nigerian military stop that. It is too bad of them. Nobody is happy that soldiers are being killed and maimed. After all, it's not only in Igbo region that soldiers have been killed in Nigeria. Nobody has declared emergency role in Igbo land. So why all these police checkpoints, army checkpoints? Is it not because Uzodimma have done the right thing? That's why he rolling military, invited military operation into southeastern Nigeria recently. See, let me tell you, let us be frank to ourselves. The more you kill someone's brother, his brother will mobilize against you. That is one thing Nigerian military don't know. Uzodimma, since the inception of his regime, nearly how many years ago, Àármÿ, Mbise, Olo, also, Iseke, all those Anambra Imo boundary communities, they have known no peace. And recently we've seen how the unknown government, have moved into Àármÿ Mbano and neutralized some soldiers that were camped in medical facilities in the compound, the premises of a particular abandoned medical facilities in Imo State. He used that facility as military camp. And recently we've read on the social media how the unknown government went into that premises and reminds the whole soldiers there. To me, it is not good to kill Nigerian soldiers. Nigerian soldiers, they are the ones that are used, against open aggressions from other countries like Cameroon, Chad, and all our neighboring, countries in West Africa. They are the ones that will go swiftly against open aggressions and make sure that they secure our territorial boundary with other countries. But this time around, we've seen them in the internal aggression, fighting southeastern regions, communities. If unknown government attack soldiers in Àármÿ Mbano, does it mean Igbo man is in support of that? Does it mean I'm supporting it? No, we're not supporting it. Don't go unknown government, you should go after them. Not after attacking you, you will go after Igbo communities. It is wrong. That's where Nigerian soldiers are getting it wrong. Because I'm aware of how they have been disaliving, demising soldiers in the core north, northwest, northeast on daily basis. I mean the bandits in the north, the insurgents, the Boko Haram, the herdsmen themselves. And they have not even embarked on attacking the innocent citizens of that region. But if it occurs in southeastern Nigeria, they will go after Igbo man, any Igbo man in that community. It is the right time. It is the high time. Nigerian military stop that. It is too bad of them. Nobody is happy that soldiers are being killed and maimed. After all, it's not only in Igbo region that soldiers have been killed in Nigeria. They have been killed in southwest, in south, in north, in the Midwest. So what is going on in Àármÿ Mbano is an eyesore. It has still begun to paint Nigerian military, black, blue again. Their excesses in the southeastern Nigeria is getting out of hand. They shouldn't be doing that. It is wrong. Highest order, it is wrong. Àármÿ Mbano people, they are not terrorists. They are in their communities, the bad hoodlums, the headers, the Fulani, terrorists, bandits, kidnappers. They are the ones that are perpetrating all manner of criminalities in the southeastern Nigeria, thereby killing soldiers and the police. They are not Igbos. So they should just bring all these kind of anomalies, to halt. Àármÿ Mbano people, they are law-abiding communities in Igbo land. Uzodimma should do more work on security to check, at least to put it on check, the rate at which soldiers, police are being maimed and disalived in southeastern Nigeria. Southeasterners, Igbo man, they are not terrorists, they are not bandits, they are not kidnappers, they are not killers as well. So Nigeria government should work on appropriate modalities to make sure that insecurity in the southeast are put on check. It is not the right time to begin to kill maim Igbos in their various, communities in Imo State, Anambra, Enugu, Abia, and the Ebonyi states.
Okay. But do you not think that why this happening is because of the Biafrans? They want, or just like what Samayekwan is saying, that they don't want any checkpoint in the southeastern part of Nigeria.
I think excess checkpoints. Checkpoints in their large numbers in Igbo land is illegal. It's extra legal, extrajudicial. It is lawless. You move from a kilometer to 1 kilometer, you meet 35 military checkpoints. Are we in a war era? Is southeastern Nigeria a war zone? Why deploying the military soldiers in their large number into the southeastern Nigeria region? It is wrong. So that's why concerned Igbos, let me use the word, are kicking against it. Igbo businessmen, they are kicking against it. Educated Igbo elites, they are kicking against it. Igbo traditional rulers and platforms, pressure groups, they are kicking against large numbers of army checkpoints in the southeastern Nigeria. If army checkpoints are 1,000 in number, do you know how much Igbo man pays every day? If they are paying 1,000 every day, multiply it by 3,000. And you know the number of checkpoints they have there, they are more than uncountable ones. And what surprised the Igbo nation the most is that if kidnappers strike, if they strike, their hiding points, the flat points where they stay are just stone throw from all these army checkpoints. Then the Igbos begin to believe that the army checkpoints, the soldiers themselves are what? Connivers. They connive with the kidnappers. That's what Igbo man believes. Because the checkpoints, the hidden, the hideout of the kidnappers are just meters away. So that's why we don't want checkpoint like that. We are not in emergency role. Nobody has declared emergency role in Ebola. So why all these police checkpoints, army checkpoints? Is it not because Uzodimma has done the right thing? That's why he rolled in military, invited military operation into southeastern Nigeria recently. See, let me tell you, let us be frank to ourselves. The more you kill someone's brother, his brother will mobilize against you. That is one thing Nigerian military don't know. The police, they don't know. The more you kill someone's sister, his kinsman, her kinsman, that lady, that girl, will mobilize against you. So if they don't want the insecurity in Nigeria to end, they will allow military, the police to commit all manners of illegal activities in Nigeria, especially in the southeastern Nigeria. The more you allow insecurity to orchestrate, the more you breed more bloods among the Igbos in the southeast. Nobody will like his child, his son, daughter, to die like that of blood from police or military. If you do, you are constituting more enmity for the states called Nigeria. See, let me tell you, what is going on in the Àírmÿ Bano, nobody should blame, because those bandits, you've not come out to know the actual nationality from where they come. You don't know whether they are Fulani, you don't know whether they are Igbo, you don't know whether they are outside, you don't know whether they are Nupe or Kanuri. So what happened is that they should stop Uzodimma. He's running an illegitimate government in Imo State, and that is what is constituting insecurity across southeastern region. They should stop him. Igbo land is not a battlefield. They should not stop him. They should stop him so that security will be restored in the southeastern Nigeria. The more you kill, the more you breed bad blood, and the bone of contention expands. If you kill someone's brother, it won't allow you to go free. That is what is going on in Igbo land.
Community of Mbano, do you think they should at least leave the community for now based on insecurity there?
I don't see anybody leaving his community because of insecurity. The people in that community, they should stay and fight insecurity. If it is the military that are constituting insecurity, God knows. And the people from that land can hold the military responsible, write petition to the ICC, to the United Nations, so that Nigerian military will be put on check, because they are the one. How could you come and kill civilians simply because you were attacked by armed robbers or bandits. Was that how Nigerian state was run in the past? We did not run this part of the African region like that before. It's because some section of the country, they want to annihilate the Igbos and bring their knees down and make sure that they run over the Igbos and take over our land. That's why they are at least allowing the military to go against the Igbo man.
But what we are hearing, from other sources is that the advancement of the weapon coming from Libya is purely targeted at what the Biafrans are trying to achieve come December 2nd. Nigerians should stop threatening Biafrans. Nigerians should stop threatening Biafrans, should stop sending army, to stop sending army. It looks like it's a joke. It's not working. The Eastern governors should be very excellently careful. At least they should show leadership. Because maybe the world have not seen or heard the hidden treasure. Yes, Biafrans has hidden treasure. Yes, let me be candid here. There's also speculations that some other francophone countries who are in support of what the Boko Haram are doing in Nigeria, who are also in support of the herdsmen through the contacts of those Fulanis who are emirs and politicians, are in a very big allegedly building up a certain strategy through Libya, where they tend to support they are already exhausting. Yes, they are already exhausting their armory and weapon, and they will learn that this present one has the federal government, as we believe, who are in the government trying to push it through Libya. There are these other ones that are coming through the sea, the dry borders, the open borders, the porous borders here and about. You understand? They are assembling it wherever they are in their own respective forest. There's intelligence report coming from the Biafran government in exile, who are deeply monitoring, the diversification that is going on, with such importation of the large amount of arms coming in. And secondly, the other intelligence report is having it that there's likely going to be serious resistance if Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not given a second chance to occupy the office. So everybody is getting armed. Of course, it is becoming clear, and with the devastating rejection coming from Britain, that the Yoruba nation should go and dialogue with Nigeria. That is properly, a signal that there might be armed struggle over the disintegration of Nigeria. But what we are hearing, from other sources is that the advancement of the weapon coming from Libya is purely targeted at what the Biafrans are trying to achieve come December 2nd. And let me tell you, it's clear that this is not going to be as usual. They know what we mean by that. It is not going to be as usual. The Igbos are not in any struggle with anybody. We are following the principles of self-determination. They lay down rules. We don't break rules. We lay down rules of getting to the level of having that maturity to take up our position, our own position, as long as Nigeria is not involved. That is all we are asking for. We don't want Nigeria to be involved in anything we are going to do, and it's not a bad idea, So Nigeria should not be involved in what we are doing. As simple as that. So if it is going to resort to the kind of G's flying everywhere, there's going to be armed struggle at the end of the day. Let me tell you, the radical mindset of an average Igbo man is not built on the streets. It's not built in the church. It's never exhibited the world has not witnessed it. There's already a bottled up anger that the repeat, the consequences. Let me tell you, you know, when in good old days when they were trying to analyze this very, very simple thing, you know, the intelligence report, you know, that was sent as a data was signaling, you know, that what anybody who threatens Igbo is going to receive at the end of the day might not be anger. Something bigger than anger. That thing is called fury. In everything, both in the air, in the sea, on the ground, beyond, anywhere, spirit, anything, sophistication. And the world is going to support Biafra. The whole world is backing Biafra. The whole world is seeing there is need for black man, black race to have a mini superpower. Biafra is a mini superpower. It's a super kingdom. It's a mini superpower. It's a superpower. When I use that word is that because I just want to be courteous, you know, because to be courtesy is not an offense. We are trying to build solidarity movement globally, you know, and we should be able to start extending our romance, our understanding, our visibility and civility to people to see. Everybody has seen it front and back. Nobody will say that he has not seen the Igbos front and back in all ramifications. We are not a threat to any humanity, and we cannot take any threat from any humanity. That is just it. There is a laid down rules. Anybody that want to succeed, anybody that want to agitate, anybody that want to, you know, step out from the mother nation, this is what you will do. These are the requirements. It is there in the United Nations. But unfortunately, like Fela Anikulapo said, what will unite for inside United Nations? We are seeing those signs. Look at what is happening in Libya. Why would the United Nations themselves be waiting until they get to a level where millions are dying and they will come out and say peacekeeping force? That is a disgrace. The United Nations is the only civil organization in the world that represents the world government peacefully.
Why are they acting like that? Are they acting as if they are
because it is pro and anti. The leadership of the United Nations should be seen to be run by free thinkers who believe in continuation of existence, who believe in humanity, who believe in advancement, who believe in civility. And these are the qualities you can only see in Igbo man, you can only see in Biafrans. You can't see it somewhere else. You can only see it in the Jews. You can only see it in the Israelis. You can't see it anywhere. It's not something. These are something that has to do with the real status quo of the kingdom of God on earth. And anybody that is against that is against nature. And if you're against nature, nature also has its own consequences. Nature has its own rods. You know what I mean? If the sea rises, nobody can stand it. Nobody knows how the sea rises. Nobody knows what let the sea to rise. And if it rises, there's no amount of force that will stand against it. Nigerians should stop threatening Biafrans. Nigerians should stop threatening Biafrans. Should stop sending army. To stop sending army. It looks like it's a joke. It's not working. The Eastern governors should be very excellently careful. At least they should show leadership. Because maybe the world have not seen or heard the hidden treasure. Yes, Biafrans has hidden treasure.
That's what I mean.
I will not mention it to you. They have the capacity. They have the knowledge. They have the spread. Igbos are not a threat to any human being on earth. They must understand this. Biafran nation agitation is for peace. Biafran nation agitation is not to intimidate anybody. It's not to convert anybody. But we will not give an inch of our land to anyone, in whatever disguise. We have had enough, and we are telling the whole world, the United States of America, we are telling Macron of France, we are telling Vladimir Putin of Russia, Xi Jinping of China, Alexander Stubb of Finland, Stam Kama of Britain, Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, world leaders, distinguished men of the Security Council, top diplomats all over the world, free thinkers, philosophers, both white and black. There's a kingdom that needs their solidarity. God bless.
They think that they can go to Britain and Britain will give it to them. Britain cannot give it to them because the major cause of Nigerian problem is Britain. Britain is the one that at the help of benefiting from our natural resources, both solid mineral, both the liquid one, oil, both social and economic wise. Britain is the one that is constituting Nigerian problem today. How do you think you can go to Britain to give you Biafra? It's zero. We are not going to Britain to give us Biafra. Biafra is not for Britain. Britain was against Biafra. Yes, if you say self-determination, Yoruba embarked on that I think three years ago. And as they were doing that, Igboho was arrested and jailed. Within a short period, Tinubu came to power and released only his brother, living Igbo agitator Nnamdi Kanu, in jail. And this has spoken very bad of Tinubu as one of the most tribalized Nigerian ruler. I call him a ruler because he's not a leader. Since he released Igboho and turning his back on Nnamdi Kanu, Tinubu is a leader, a tribalistic ruler. So what I'm trying to say is that Igboho is not doing the wrong thing. Igboho is agitating, and it is the right of every citizen of any country to agitate for self-determination. Any region in any contraption that is felt cheated, marginalized, and oppressed has the right to emancipate as a sovereignty. And that was what Biafra was, busy telling the whole world for over how many years now. Under Raf Wazlike, Ojukwu, the hero, and the current Nnamdi Kanu and Samuel Ekpa. The Igbo region, we felt marginalized, oppressed, and persecuted by Nigerian contraption. So it is the right time that Igbo see the way from Nigeria. And the Yoruba has come up with their own, using Igboho. Where I get Igboho agitation wrong is that they should have given Igboho a spokesperson, someone that will be speaking for him, will be the person that will be announcing Yoruba nation to the world. Igboho that is leading this agitation is just a political talk used by Adedibo, the Amala and the Wedu politician of Ibadan. And he is now dead. Son Igboho has taken it upon himself. But Igboho is not an outspoken person. He's needed somebody that will be doing the job of, oratory, rendition, representing him on the basis of motivational, speech, conviction, telling the world the reason why Oduduwa Republic should come out on their own. Then when Igboho went to London 2-3 days ago to present his own case there, but as a result of his presentation, his appearance, it did not at least meticulously present his, let me say, supplication too well. And the British, they turned down on him and they telling him to go back to Nigeria and settle with the government of the day. If you ask me, I will tell you that they are not getting it right. We are not doing it the way the Yorubas are doing it. They think that they can go to Britain and Britain will give it to them. Britain cannot give it to them because the major cause of Nigerian problem is Britain. Britain is the one that at the help of benefiting from our natural resources, both solid mineral, both the liquid one, oil, both social and economic wise. Britain is the one that is constituting Nigerian problem today. How do you think you can go to Britain to give you Biafra? It's zero. We are not going to Britain to give us Biafra. Biafra is not for Britain. Britain was against Biafra some 57, 56, 54, and 50 years ago. Britain is against Biafra. Currently, they are against Biafra. That's why Nnamdi Kanu has been in jail for a very long time. Nobody helped him out. He is a citizen of Britain. Britain is a shameful country. The worst, the most, let me say, crafty, the most subtle, the most cunning countries of Europe is Britain. Britain is a 419 state. They are the reason why Africa continent is still dwindling, coming behind on the basis of information technology and modern world economy. African economy is not growing because Britain is sitting on Kenya. Britain is sitting on Nigeria. Britain is bringing Egypt down. Britain is sitting on Zambia. Britain is sitting on where? Ghana. Ghana is among the countries that will go down in 2025. Britain is sitting on all their colonies in Africa. Britain is not the right people to meet if Yoruba want their Oduduwa nation to move forward. Britain is an enemy of the Yoruba man. I don't know why they don't know.
But you know, but for what I can say, I think the Yoruba nation, they are not together. There's no unity among them because without the unity, I don't think they can get this freedom they want.
Yes, the educated Yorubas, they have not come out to request for what they want. They are just at the back door, you know, enjoying the politics and the benefit of the administration of the day under Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And the learned one, they are not outrightly, let me say, pure. As Igboho is a pure man in Yoruba land now, going there with his own heart, loaded with grievances of what the Yoruba man is going through. But the educated one, they are insensitive of what the poor masses in the southwestern Nigeria are going through. The learned one, they are not like the unlearned one. If you ask me, the learned one, they have pure heart. The learned one, they are hiding under the edges of the fact that they are well read, thereby making the southwestern economy, bringing the economy of the southwest down, because there are people that run down establishment, companies, even government of the day in the southwest. They cling under the fact that they are the elites, under the elitism, and trying to seduce or deceive the common Yoruba man on the street that they are helping them. They are the one that introduced this Dobale of 18 Dobale before Yababa, Dobale before the political elders, you know, that are bent on at least subjugating the common Yoruba man to this kind of hardship, to this kind of level of degradation and humiliation. See, let me tell you, Igboho is the right man, irrespective of the fact that he's not an educated man, but he's a correct man.